Well, without further ado then, ladies and gentlemen, from deep in the bowels of the BISCo kitchen, from the heart of the Big Apple, Woodside, Queens, we come to you tonight from Studio 1C. Ladies and gentlemen, give it up for the president and the head of all things sanitation at the Block Island Seafood Company, Craig Garrity. Oh! Hello, everybody. That's very kind of you. That's too much. That's really too much. Thank you so much. Oh, I'm so grateful. What a nice round of applause. Oh, what a nice way to be greeted here in my own kitchen. That's quite nice of you folks. I've missed you all. It's been how long since I've seen everybody? A week? I haven't seen everybody in a week. Wow. Something like that. But we got a double shot of BISCo this week. We have tonight. Thank you, Half Hollow Hills. Thank you, Sharon. Tomorrow, we will be virtually presenting from Bayport Blue Point Library. So, sorry to mention that here, Sharon, and the folks at Half Hollow Hills. I know that you don't like me to mention other libraries, but maybe you guys can have a big library fight, and we can film that. I think that would be a lot of fun for people. You know, throwing books at each other, card catalogs, you know, hitting each other with Dewey Decimals. Something to consider is all I'm saying. You know, kind of jolt off the library world. Let me slip into something a little more comfortable. Yeah, I just got my aprons cleaned up today. I had the guy come in who does all the laundry and stuff like that. That's me. Maureen will not be joining us tonight. We might get some commentary. She is at the dining room table doing schoolwork, and well, that means she's not here tonight. She's useless for us tonight. So if anybody has any questions for Maureen, please type them in, and maybe she could answer them. You know, when she's done with school. She's getting a master's. Craig, want to get a couple of your aprons. Please tell me how to get them, and thank you in advance. Oh, well, thank you very much, Pauline. Let's figure that out. Yeah, Pauline's asking about the BISCo aprons, which, thanks for the plug there, Pauline. I want to make sure I have this clicked up to size so I can see everybody's. Welcome back to Half Hollow Hills. Thank you, Half Hollow Hills. It's great to be back. One of the folks watching was asking about our aprons. These are the aprons, and Pauline wants to know how you can get them. Well, you can message us at Block Island Seafood Company, and we can send you some aprons or t-shirts. It's all on the website, www.blockislandseafood.com. That's www.blockislandseafood.com. Okay. Yeah, we're excited about our aprons, our t-shirts. We have tote bags now as well. Some of you folks might remember that from when we were doing our big fundraiser. Good stuff. Hope that answers your question, Pauline. Let me know if you have any more questions, everybody. Stephen is clapping. Thank you. Thank you, Stephen, for clapping very much. And let's see here. There we go. So we have some tomatoes tonight. We're going to make a lovely tomato sauce. And we're going to do that with some shrimp and some fresh herbs. And we're going to put that over some pasta. Also, pork with a mango drizzle. We're going to do that over some coconut rice. So I'll get some of these things started. I'll bring you over to the stove, and we'll have our stove cam on. All right? Stove cam is when I move the camera over to the stove. That's stove cam. Okay, well, before we get there, first things first. I'm going to get a little heat on a pot here. Now let's take a walk, shall we? Yeah, Pauline, you can just send me a message and I'll tell you how to order it up. Probably easier that way. So here's our stove cam. And there we see we got our pot started to work. And come around here, we're going to get a little bit of olive oil working in there. This is going to be for our rice. We start out by getting the olive oil working good and hot. Here I have some chopped ginger, and I'm going to show you exactly how I peeled it and how I chopped it. But first, I think it's important to get it working in the pan. What do you think? I think so. That's good. Yeah, this is a very, very tasty rice. It's kind of a summery rice, and it's a tribute to my good buddy Rich. Many of you folks have heard me talk about Rich and his time in Guam. And pork is a major, major, major food group in Guam, as well as Spam, Budweiser, and Tabasco. Those are the biggest imports into the island of Guam. So that's that. Well, you get this garlic working. Sorry, this ginger. It looks like garlic, doesn't it? Get that working just like that. And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to add some basmati rice. Here's my basmati rice. That's going to go in. You know, sort of the standard things apply here. Cup of rice, 2 cups of liquid. But instead of just using water or chicken stock like I normally would when I make rice, we're going to use coconut milk. So we want to get that rice working. Get a little bit of a little heat on that rice. It's going to help us later with some good flavor. Where are we here? Let's see. It's awful when the camera gets that close and you have, you look like you have a double chin. Only because the camera adds 10 pounds. Just keep that in mind, okay? I got some Goya coconut milk right here. Now, if you've ever seen a coconut, you know that the female coconuts have a very small nipple on them. And people that have very small hands, it's not everybody can get these jobs, but you'll have somebody with hands that'll be like this big. They're normal-sized people, but their hands are like the size of a small doll. And they're able to milk the coconut in order to get the milk from the coconut teat. It's one of probably like only 1 in 300 million people can do that job. It's so rare, a coconut milker. Otherwise, the way to get milk from the coconut is to take the insides of the coconuts and they get spun around and basically pulverized, and the liquid in there is what becomes the coconut milk. There really is not a nipple to milk on a coconut, so don't try that at home if you were thinking about doing that, okay? Did you hear that, Maureen?
Yeah. Can I have some rice later?
Yes, you can have rice later. What else do you want? A sandwich? Oh. I'm not even done cooking it. Can I have some rice later? Yes, dear. So I pop this right here. Now, as I said, I need 2 cups, which is 16 ounces. This can itself is 13 and a half, so I just need a couple more ounces. Now that's up to a rolling boil, right? We're going to get this up to a rolling boil. And what I like to do with rice, I don't like cooking rice. I'm not going to lie to you folks. I like to cook things, and I like to, I want to be able to touch the stuff and flip it and stir it and taste it. And rice is the exact opposite. You've got to just be diligent, disciplined, set it, and forget it. So I have my rice here, and I'm going to bring this up to a boil. I'll add in just a little bit of salt. And I'm going to bring this up to a boil and just give it a minute or so. And then I'm going to put it on an extremely low heat, put the lid on it, and walk away. I'm not going to open it and keep stirring it. Remember, when you do that, you're releasing a lot of the moisture in there. We want to keep the lid on it so that the rice can absorb all that liquid. Now, I'm using basmati rice, which is an Indian rice. Goya makes a great brand. This is Carolina. Either one. Rice, of course, is not too pricey. It's a great dish that can really stretch your money. Okay, so we've got a rolling boil, and I'm just going to put a lid on it. And I'm going to move it to a back burner. I'm just going to put this rice on the back burner for now. Oh, that's good. I never really put things on back burners and stuff. So that's nice. Alexa, set a timer for, 10 minutes. Okay. That's basically the start of the rice.
What was that?
Alexa, do you have a timer set?
You have 9 minutes and 50 seconds left on your 10-minute timer.
Okay. Thank you. Constantly up to no good, this thing. Oh, what do we got here, folks? Have I ever tried pressure cooking the rice, Stephen? No, I don't work with a pressure cooker. I find them to be very scary. My mom had a pressure cooker, and I remember her saying, like, this thing will blow your head off. So I just never worked with one. I don't work with pressure cookers, I don't work with crock pots, and I don't work with, what's the opposite of the crock pot thing? These super pots or whatever, I don't know. I can't remember the name of them, but I don't work with them. So what I want to do now is get a couple of other items working for you. Like, for example, some pork. Let's get some pork in the oven. I know that a lot of you folks watch this and you see the cutting board, and you don't get to see a lot of me when we do this, and I know that really upsets a lot of you. So don't worry, I'll be back on camera in a little bit, I promise, okay? I don't want you getting upset. Yes, the Alexa will be set off throughout the night. Steve, if you'd like an apron too, just reach out. I'll set you up with pricing and things like that. Also, is the aprons, what's good about those is they are, they're one size fits all, and they have a really nice adjustable strap on them. So there you see, I have a pork tenderloin. And you see with the pork tenderloin, there's not a lot of fat, right? So first things first, let's just take off some of the fat that's on here. I just run my knife right under that fat, just like that. I don't mind leaving a little bit on. We need some flavor, don't we? But here you see a bit of a fat jacket, and here there's a real bit of sinew, which I would just put my knife right in there. And if you notice, I'm in no danger of cutting myself. But this here, this shiny sinew, that's really got it's not pleasurable to eat. It doesn't add anything except makes the pork tough. And you'll find this on like the back part of like a New York strip as well. So if you find that, just pull that off. That pulls off nice and easy. And you can see I'm not really taking off a lot of the meat. Pork's great. It's not a very pricey meat either. And pork tenderloin, very versatile. So as you see here, I got a little bit of fat. You can take off as much as you want, or leave on as much as you want. But the thing with this is, we got to flavor it up. Yes, we do. Hello, Teresa. So here I have this pork tenderloin. I'm going to get some salt and pepper going here. You could use whatever you like when you flavor up the meat. You can make up what you call a rub, where you put together your own sort of spices that you like to use. So I got some salt there. We'll use some black pepper as well, and I think I'm going to go for some cumin. That pairs nicely with this. You want to make it a little hot and put in a touch of cayenne, that's fine too. Don't let anybody tell you what to do, even though I'm telling you what to do. You're the boss. I'm the boss here. How about some garlic? I got a little bit of garlic powder, why not? Maureen, who's the boss?
You are.
If you folks couldn't hear that, she said, you're the boss, Craig. You're the best, is also what she said, I think. And I got a little bit of cumin here. And just rub that right in. There we go. That's going to be nice. I got my fan on tonight. Really going to exhaust this thing out of here. And what we're going to make for this is a mango glaze, and I'm going to show you how we do that in a moment. Okay, let's get this out. So I have a pan working with a little bit of olive oil. Hi, how are both of you? Sorry, missed the beginning. What's on the menu? Well, Aubrey, funny you should ask. Tonight our menu is pork tenderloin. We're going to top that with a mango drizzle. We also have some lovely tomatoes. I'm going to show you how to make a tomato sauce either in the oven or on the stovetop. I'm getting over here my griddle pan going nice and hot. And I'm going to just slice this pork tenderloin into 2 pieces. There we go, that's my pork tenderloin. Just cut it into 2. And we're going to get a little heat going on my pan here. Let's see if I can get very little sound. I've always told you guys now these past couple of weeks, you want to hear the food hit that pan. You don't want to just drop the protein on the pan and just have it kind of lay there in the oil. It's got to be good and hot, really good and hot. I know I got a little closer to the camera on that one for some of you folks. I don't mean to scare you like that, but it's important that I wake you up in case you're out there sleeping, you know what I'm saying? With something like that. You don't get those kind of moves from some of the other library chefs, I'll tell you that right now. Oh no, you don't. I'm going to feel that one tomorrow, I promise you. Alright, let's get this baby rocking here, shall we? There we go. Now, to prevent the camera from getting too hot tonight, I have about 4 inches of bacon on the back of it, frozen bacon. There we go. Oh, that's good. We're going to make some noise with that. That's exactly what we want. I'm going to roll it around in the pan, get a little bit of color, and I'm going to finish that off in the oven. Let's take a look over here at these tomatoes, because now I'm going to show you how to get that beautiful red, bright color on your tomatoes. Oh, what's that for? Just some early applause. Well, thank you, folks. I appreciate that. All right, let's get started with some more loveliness. There we are. So, the pork is working. I promised you that we'd also make some tomatoes, right? Well, we're going to make a wonderful tomato sauce. And there's 2 ways to do it. You can do it in the pan, roasting them, or you can do it on the stove top. I'm going to show you both ways, okay? I have here some tomatoes that I've already sliced up. I got some tomatoes here that I have not sliced up. So I'm going to put those right on the board. And they're sitting on, just a standard quart container lid, just like that. All right? And then we can get a couple sliced all at one time. You see that baby right there on the cut cam. I take the knife, I run the knife right through here. Voila. They're all cut in one shot. You don't have to sit there worrying about cutting yourself over and over. You know, you're more likely to cut yourself if you have a lot of knife strokes, right? So, the less the better. Also, you're less likely to cut yourself with a sharper knife. Make sure your knife is really sharp. Well, I'm hearing that sizzle. That's going good. So I have here a little bit of a cut tomato. To that, I'm going to add a little bit of garlic, salt, pepper. So you can bake this in the oven at about 400 degrees for about 15 to 20 minutes. The tomatoes will start to break up. They'll start to burst, as I call them, which is what they look like here. I've had some in the oven and I kind of burst them up already. And then you'll kind of smash them up. You'll see that some of them are a little dark like that. That's fine. That's caramelization. Caramelization equals color. Alexa, stop. The rice must be ready. I'm going to take a chance, though. I'm just turning the rice off. It's going to be ready in about 10-15 minutes, I promise you. So, the recipe calls for some salt and pepper, just like I had. And then you kind of work these around. The pan's good and hot still. And this is the pasta liquid that I will show you how I use. I'm going to put a little bit of that pasta liquid right into this. And it's going to go right into the oven. It's going to be delicious, I promise you. But in the meantime, maybe you don't want to do it in the oven. Oh, wake up, everybody. Sorry. So we're going to do some on the stove now. So right now, obviously, summer is, I don't want to say coming to a close, but we're seeing it get darker a little bit earlier than it was. And the good summer corn is in season now, and we're all calling our neighbors and saying, you know, I think I overplanted the tomatoes this year. And they give you some tomatoes. Who needs basil? Right? And then in a couple of weeks, we're all going to be making pesto and getting annoyed and saying, next year I'm not going to plant this many tomatoes. Who wants a squash? Nobody wants a squash. They've got their own squash. But I do love a good homegrown summer tomato. The big ones, love them. These little guys, these grape tomatoes, I love them too. And this is great to make a simple sauce with. And you can serve this hot or cold. It's great to eat it hot, of course, but eat this cold the next day, ooh, no problem. A little bit of olive oil. You see I've got garlic in here. I'm going to put some thyme. Take your time. Stop it. Stop it. Stay. Okay, well, now you see I took the thyme, right? Now it's on my side. The thyme is on my side. Terrible. And just mix that up. Now I have a hot pan working. It's going to go right into this hot pan. That's the inside of that bowl. Work these guys around. That's it. We're going to get some good temperature on it. And our pork has gotten some nice looking grill marks on them. I'll show you that. You see those grill marks on the pork. And that also means that we've probably reached out our maximum here for the apartment. I'm surprised that the smoke alarm hasn't gone off yet. There's a good way to fix that, though. Yeah, I've got my smoke eater up here. All right, roast pork tenderloin. That's going to go right into the oven right now. Ooh, that's heavy. Alexa, set a timer for 15 minutes, would you?
15 minutes. Starting now.
Thank you, sweetie. So everybody's working. Let's see if we have any questions from out in the BISCo land. Okay. I can hear you. Yes. Where's your assistant? Oh, she's in school tonight. Tony Danza. Who's the boss? Tony Danza. Nice job, Rich. I appreciate that. Okay, let's see who else we got. See if we have any other questions here. Yeah. Okay, so we're gonna make a mango drizzle. Here's a mango, beautiful mango. Let's show you how we peel this mango up. This mango drizzle goes great on this pork. It'll go great on chicken. That pork, remember I put some cumin on the outside there, so it's gonna have like a smoky flavor to it. This mango will be nice and sweet. Makes a nice nice alternative. Take a look there at that mango. Hello, Joey. Who are you? All right, take a look at that mango. Now what I'm going to do is I'm just going to peel it. So I come right around here, just turn that, just like that. And then same way this way, pop that knife in there. There we go. And I'm going to peel this right off. Look how easy that's coming off tonight. I swear that never happens that easy for me. Maybe I'm just getting good. That's one in a row. As my buddy Joey used to say, one in a row. Look at that. Wow. When you're feeling around for the ripeness of the mango, you want to get something that's not too hard and not too mushy. If it's too mushy, it's probably a little overripe. If it's too hard, just gotta wait it, a couple of days and maybe bring the mango into a dark room and talk to the mango until it's ripe. There we go. Look at that. That's peeling off very, very nicely. I'm losing my grip on the other side here because the mango is rather ripe. Beautiful, absolutely perfect mango. Inside the mango, there's a bit of a very fibrous core, and that fibrous core is a little hard to get your knife through, but you're not going to use it. Okay, we have Joe Santabrino. Where's his baked clams? We did the baked clams recipe, Joe. It was quite a hit, too. Where were you? So Lawrence has his first day of online, 5th grade today. He is not on, but his Nana is. He wants to see you in person for his Christmas present. May need to wait, but we shall do it. Lawrence, we would do everything we can to make that happen for you. We want to be there for you. People have given me as a gift several times. So here we got this mango all set. First day of 5th grade, huh? I remember 5th grade like it was yesterday. I was the only kid in 5th grade who could vote. Oh boy. Maureen, what happened to the volume on my laughter? Maybe the battery was running out. So anyway, oh, this mango is beautiful. I'm going to cut these sort of mango spears off here. You can grill those too and get some grill marks on them if you like. That looks really nice. See how easy this is coming right off? When you get to the part where the knife doesn't go through so easy, that's the fibrous core that I was telling you about. You can stop there. But I'm getting a lot of meat off of this mango. Oh. Yeah, this was the last mango at the supermarket. For all you old movie people there, the last mango, you'll get it. Last mango in Paris. Okay, now we have our mango set up here, and what I'm going to do is blend this baby up, and we're going to make ourselves a little bit of a mango sauce here. You ready? Let's take a look here. This is mango cam. Okay, this is no other libraries have the mango cam. I don't know if you folks know that, but it's something you should be thankful for at the Farfalle Hills Library. We're going to get some of this mango right into our food chopper. We're going to add a little bit of sugar, a little bit of lime juice, and some water. If you wanted to add, instead of water, just the tiniest touch of orange juice, that might work nice as well. Here's some sugar. Got a lime. Now, you saw that I made the coconut rice before. Later on, we'll be using the lime again for that. Lime's going in. Maureen's gonna love this. Oh, I know she will. She's a tough judge too. She gives me very little quarter. She doesn't like something, she tells me. A bit of water in there. And this is gonna be a wonderful mango drizzle. If it's too thin, add a little more mango. That's why I don't put all the mango in. I keep some out. If it's too thick, obviously, you would just add a little bit of water. I think this mango is going to be delicious. Why not spice it up with a little bit of Tabasco? What do you think? I think it's fine. There we go. One last shot. And we have this beautiful mango drizzle. And this we can put on ice cream. We can put this on some pies. We can put it on pork. We can put it on fish. Really a very, very useful dish. We're going to come back to that because I'm going to let that pork finish cooking. I want to show you here how our tomatoes are looking. These are the ones that we've decided to do in the pan. They're just starting to burst a little bit, and you can help them along by sort of pushing them and popping them a little bit too. That doesn't hurt. We'll add a little bit of pasta water to that as well. And this is not on your recipes for tonight, but I thought I could do an additional recipe, if that was okay, by the Farfalle Hills Library. I know that the folks there don't mind when I get a little aggressive. But this weekend I catered a party, and I wanted to share with you one of the dishes that I made, because somebody at the party ordered my avocado and tomato salad. And it's a salad that I don't get a chance to make a lot. People don't really order it that much. So I was pleased that somebody did. Let's get you set up here. Welcome, Mike Considine. So here's my bowl. I'll use that in a moment. But really the main thing is, very easy dish. We take some avocado. Try to get an avocado that's obviously that's ripe, but that's not too mushy. You don't want like that avocado that you would use for, say, guacamole. You know, the one that's really mushy, that's really good for guacamole. Not as good for this dish. So just take out that pit. Just like that. Now right in here, we're going to Make some squares. Just like that. A hatch cut. You want to keep the pieces on the larger side, okay? Do this on the board. Don't hold the avocado when you do it, you know, in your hand, because it's an avocado shell, but it's not like a turtle shell. It'll go right through it. Be careful, okay? Very simple dish. You're gonna love it. Take your avocado spoon. I'm just checking that a little bit. Here's my avocado spoon. And what I do is I just pop these large pieces right in. Look at that. Perfect. Perfect size. This is a tomato and avocado salad. Avocado goes in. As I was saying before, a lot of people have tomatoes that they're looking to get rid of. And I love a BLT, but after a certain amount of time, you start to run out of things to do with the tomato. So here's an easy dish that goes great on the summer menu. Get those large pieces of avocado out. There you go. I got a little bit of skin in there. I got a little skin in the game. Plum tomato. Perfect. The cooking tomato. The Roma tomato, you know? Cut that right down the middle. Again, we want to keep it sort of larger size. That goes right in. One tomato to one avocado, alright? We did 2 avocados, I did 2 tomatoes. That's going to go in there. I still got some of this lime here. Right, we put lime because we want to keep that avocado bright green. So I'm going to use a half a lime. I'm going to use a little bit of lemon here as well. That's how we keep the avocado green, with that citrus acid in there. A little bit of salt and pepper. Now we've got our acid, we've got our fat with the avocado. So we need a little bit of oil though. This is a Persian lime infused olive oil. If you don't have this, don't worry about it. Use regular olive oil. I just happen to have this olive oil sitting around and I never get a chance to use it, so I thought it would go good on this. If I can get it open. Ah! Jeez Louise. Sometimes Maureen messes with my stuff. She was probably playing with this. It's like having a kid around. Maureen, what did you do with my olive oil? A little bit of olive oil going in here. That's about it. Now we're going to toss this. Looks great, right? Almost done, because now what it does is it gets a little bit of arugula. A little bit of shaved shallot. And just a touch of basil. The tomato and the basil, that'll work together very nicely. So here's my basil. No relation to Tony Basil. Whoa, the chop cam. Ow! Just kidding. There we go. Look at this gorgeous bit of color. Alexa, stop it. I'm working. Let's put this baby right here. And we're going to call this our tomato, avocado, summer salad. I think you're going to enjoy this. What do you think? Huh? Looks good? I think it looks great. Battery's getting low here too. We're not going to make it. We're not going to make it. Oh, I'm just kidding. Of course we will. Oh, that's going to go make somebody very happy. Alright, let's see what we got working over here. Yeah, these guys are really good. And I've just smashed them up right on top. I'm going to show you how these babies look. We have some shrimp here. Salt and pepper on these shrimp, shall we? And we're going to put the shrimp right into the tomatoes. That'll help flavor the tomato sauce. And we'll put feta in at the very end. In the meantime, let me show you what the roasted version of this red sauce dish would look like. Either one, very, very tasty. Where are you? Here we go. Oh boy. Very, very overdone, but that's okay. Oh, gorgeous. I'm going to show this to you, and you folks are going to think, I don't know, Craig, I don't think it looks that good. But you know what? That's what Maureen said when she met me. I don't think it looks that good. Here we are now, 5 years later. So, trust me, it'll all be okay. See this? See all these tomatoes here? They're so packed with flavor and garlicky. Yeah, 1 or 2 are overdone, that's alright. A little bit of the extra pasta water. And you just put this right into a bowl with some of the farfalle pasta. This is a great way to roast them up. Just gets a different type of flavor. What I'm going to do is put some of them right in here. Oh my gosh, they smell so good. See if you have any questions out there. Looks delicious. Aubrey, if you're having trouble picking a good avocado, if you want to make guacamole that night, the avocado should be a little malleable, a little soft, and you can dent it with your finger. That's fine for guacamole. But if you want to make for what I just made there, find something that's a little firmer so that it doesn't get too mushy when you mix it up. Okay. Yes, looks great salad. It really is a great salad. That was a bonus one for you folks, and I hope you enjoyed it. So I'm going to add a little bit of pasta water here to the shrimp and to the tomato. And I'm going to finish this sauce off. I'm going to add just a touch of balsamic vinegar. If Maureen hasn't been playing with that one. Here it is. Really nice. Okay, let's take a look at our pork and see how the pork's doing, shall we? Oh, let's hope it's doing all right. I hope it is. Ooh, it's hot in there. Ah! So the pork tenderloin, we want to cook to a minimum temperature of 145 degrees. So, you know, trichinosis, when we would have had much more, I mean, you can get foodborne illnesses in any ways. Recently had a problem with red onions, of course, you may remember, and salmonella. But trichinosis would usually be associated with pork. And in this case, you know, these farms are not like the old days where it was, you know, much more wild. There's a lot more control these days, so that's good and bad. The bad part is there's a lot more hormones and things like that involved. The good part is there's less diseases and things like that, less worms in the pork, if we're going to be fully honest here, okay? Oh gosh, that looks good. Pork cam. So I want to get a temperature on this and see how we did. I don't know if it had enough time in there. We'll see. Oh, we're in great shape. It's already at 151. We're fine. We're totally fine. Maureen, do you have one moment? Maureen, do you have a second? No? Okay. She's ignoring me. I gotta plug this in then. There we are. Okay, our pork is perfectly cooked. It's at 155 degrees. I think you're gonna love this dish. So let's build it out, shall we? You know, I apologize, folks, if I'm not at my best tonight. I mean that. I'm sorry. But my right-hand person she's not with me. Hey, Judy Malvey, welcome. And when Maureen's not here, I'm just not myself. Oh, this sauce is going to be delicious. I think you folks are going to enjoy it. Not that you're going to try it, but you know what I mean. So, we got to get our rice together. So for the rice, the last thing we got to do is get a little bit of cilantro. Look at all the cilantro I had to buy today. You never need this much cilantro. But the security guard, he was watching me. I'm going to share with you folks a very, very important tip. Some of you may know this one. You never need this much cilantro. It's crazy. Who would ever need this much, right? Never. So, what I do to the store sometimes is I just take what I need. I rip that off, right? Because I'm always buying parsley. I give this to Maureen. She thinks I got flowers. And then I just take the cilantro, you put it right into the parsley. They don't know. You walk self-checkout if you can, because then you never get caught. But half the time the kids don't know what cilantro is or parsley, so you just say, this is not the cilantro you're looking for, and you move on. And that's how you get yourself the right amount of cilantro. So I need a little bit of cilantro. And cilantro, you know, is very, very gritty, very sandy. So wash it out. Wash it out quite a bit, okay? So I need a little bit of parsley as well. Not too much. Oh, we're making a mess tonight. What are you going to do? It's all okay. Everything is okay. Everything will be fine. Let's take a look at the board, shall we? Let's see what we have here. Oh, yeah, there we are. The pork I can leave right here. Oh gosh, it looks so good. And here's my cilantro. Because I gotta finish that rice off. You folks think I don't know what I'm doing, but I really do, I swear. I just make it look like I don't, you know, sort of like a Dean Martin type of thing. So I don't need these big stems. Just this bit of cilantro. Cut cam, look at that. Cut cam, crap. And of course we do this right at the end so the cilantro stays nice and green. I'm going to get that rice for you. Show you how that rice came out. Alright, moment of truth on the rice. I told you I don't like to cook rice. Ah, it came out okay. Came out all right, I think. Let's take a look. Oh yeah, gorgeous. In goes the cilantro into the rice, and we need some lime. Remember, it's cilantro lime. Now, I'm seriously going to put the lime into the coconut. So you put the lime in the coconut. You hear me? You put the lime in the coconut. Oh, my thing is broken. I don't know what more you did with it. Always messing with it. So this is... You can use as little or as much cilantro as you like. It's up to you. But let it flavor it. I think it's going to be delicious. I don't care what Maureen says. That thing's really hot. My trivet. That's called a trivet, folks. So what I did with that rice, when it came to a boil, I had it on a really, really low flame. And for about 10 minutes, and then I shut it off. Sometimes what I'll do is, I'll boil it with the lid off for about 5 minutes or so. And then I just turn it off and put the lid on top of it and leave it at that. So here we got our beautiful looking rice. Clean up the board, Craig, would you? Sharon's watching from the library. She's totally upset right now about that. Look at this gorgeous piece of pork. Oh, goodness gracious. You know, some people get worried if they see pink inside the pork. Don't get worried if you see pink inside the pork. It's perfect. You're going to love it. Look at this. Oh my gosh, this is very exciting. And then we have, last but not least, we've got our mango. And this is a mango spoon. Guess you're wondering, you have to have this little spoon. If you want to put this in a squeeze bottle, that works fine. Oh my gosh. There you go. Oh, that's delicious. And it's a little spicy as well because I put some of the Tabasco in there. But that's it. That's our coconut lime rice, pork tenderloin, and then we have our mango. I think it looks really good. Let's go check out the tomato. The color of the drizzle is amazing. So vibrant. Looks delicious. Looks fantastic. Who's writing these comments? My mother? You people are too nice. Let's go take a look over here. Look at our shrimp and our tomatoes. Oh, they're all looking beautiful. So, now that you've seen what that looks like, I'm going to put this over here. Oh, thank you, folks. That's very kind of you. What a night. A lot of cleanup tonight for Maureen. She can do it after she's done with a school project. So, Maureen's getting a master's degree. And initially when she said, hey, I was thinking about getting a master's degree, I said, you'll go away, right? You'll go away to school? And she said, no, relax. So she said, I'm thinking about Columbia. I said, Bogota? No, Manhattan. I said, oh, okay, You'll dorm there, I'm assuming, right? No, she still lives here. Getting a master's is no joke, When she has like a school project done, I'm saving shoe boxes, thinking we gotta put like a little diorama together. No, it's not like that at all. Probably why I don't have a master. I got some farfalle pasta, the little bow ties. Would be like for a cat, not for like but even for a kitten, have to be a very small cat. But anyway, the bow tie pasta. I'm gonna put some of these right into this wonderful sauce. Oh yeah. So obviously this was cooked ahead of time. Put all of that in there. Now, in order to finish off the sauce, I want to use some parsley. I want basil. Here's my basil. Like I said, a lot of you folks probably have a bunch of basil that you're growing right now. If you're going to make a pesto with it and you want to freeze it, go for it. It's a good idea to put a little bit of olive oil right on top. It'll sit on top. And then press some saran wrap on top of that, or some cling wrap or something, so that you don't get any air in it. And that's very helpful to keep it from turning black. But when you freeze the pesto, make sure you've wrapped it up as best you can, because the freezing can damage the color of it. Keep that in mind. That's all. I don't want to be a know-it-all about pesto. I got to plug back in here. There we are. Camera's getting really hot, but as I told you folks earlier, if there's anybody still here listening, I have some bacon, frozen bacon, rubber banded to the back of my iPhone. Oh, and I've got some fresh cut basil here going in, and maybe a little bit of parsley. Get that right in here as well. And let's show you what this baby looks like, shall we? We're going to set you up on the pasta cam. That's what this is called, the pasta cam. Take a look at this in the pasta cam, will you? Tonight's pasta cam is sponsored by Ronzoni. Hey, Louie, how are you, buddy? So here we see, I got the basil, parsley, and you see the shrimp, burnt up shrimp. That's the tomato rather. The tomato's a little burnt up. That's fine. Don't you worry about it. Now you can serve this pasta dish just like this. And your friends, oh my God, this is delicious. Look at how deep red those tomatoes are. Just gorgeous. And this dish is really, really tasty. And then I'm going to finish it off with a little bit of crumbled feta. The feta goes great with the tomatoes. And the shrimp are sitting right up on top, just like that. Make sure you get the shrimp up top so your neighbor sees that. They don't think you're cheap, you know what I mean? My neighbor next door, this guy, he's so cheap, he put tuna fish in it. I'm kidding. I don't even know my neighbors. A little bit of feta cheese going in. And I think it's nice after you've put some of the feta on, get some of the greenery back in there so that somebody think it just snowed or something, you know what I mean? There we go. And just tear it up just like Grandma used to do. Let's get that look on the pasta cam, folks. Oh, yeah, Tara Fitz. What do you think of that? What do you think of that? So that is, my mom loves this dish. She loves to make this shrimp dish. She's been making some other shrimp dish lately with Pernod or something. Yeah. Let's see if we have any comments here. Let's see who's who. Looks delicious. Thank you. The salad looks great. Well, let's see. What else we got? Well, I'll tell you what, that Lawrence boy, I'm really sad that he had his first day of 5th grade today. That means summer's over. Well, Lawrence, where is Lawrence? Is he in Texas? Or does he live in North Carolina? Honey, where does Lawrence live? She's ignoring me. She's not the boss. Alright, let's see if we have any other comments before I sign off here. Looks great. Well, you look great, Half Hollow Hills Library. Thank you, Barb. Thank you. I get really close here to all of you. I want to make sure I didn't miss anything. So if you folks are checking out Half Hollow Hills Library, want to say thank you for hosting us tonight. Couldn't do this without you. Probably wouldn't be doing it without you, to be quite honest. It would just be me talking to myself in the kitchen. And that's not a lot of fun. Also, want to say thanks to everybody who's been watching, not just tonight, but throughout the whole pandemic. So stay safe, everybody. Keep wearing your masks. Look out for your neighbors, see if they need anything. And help your neighbors, okay? You look marvelous, Ray. Thank you, buddy. Lawrence, North Carolina. Peter, you are the best. So yeah, what can I say? I really appreciate everybody. Keep saying over, connected. You know that we can't all be hanging out like old times, but we will get back to that. In the meantime, stay connected, stay masked, look out for your neighbors, and let's be nice to one another, huh? Let's try that. I think that's a good idea. So go in peace. Good night, everybody. Looking great. Oh, my brother Matt, what did he say? Maureen, I think I did a great job tonight. Oh, it's still on. Camera's still on.